Good morning, dear students. Let us continue our third lesson, the Egyptian civilization. Its introduction part, we already studied that the Egypt, the gift of Nile, we already studied. Now continue that it is their political life of the Egyptian people. Actually, the king was called as the pharaoh and he was the head of the government and administration. In Egypt, their king was called as Pharaoh. Remember how to pronounce that. It is Pharaoh. He is considering as the head of the government and administration. The ruling system it was done by the Pharaoh. And also the people of Egypt looked upon the king as a god. Why? Because means they are believing that the king is to be the representative of God on earth. Like as God, whatever we are doing and worshipping God, same way they considered their king as the representative of God and his status adorned inside the temples. And also he was assisted by a number of officials were there for helping him in tax collection and other things. Whatever in the ministry, we know now what are the ministers are helping the chief minister, prime minister, like that way, like that they done during that time. The ministers were there, and also for the purpose of efficient administration, the whole country was divided into provinces. Their provinces were called as nomes, small places, like as the present India divided into different states, like that way divided small regions or provinces. It was known as or called as nomes, each of which were governed by an official. He was called as nomarch. So each nomes means and was the official, it was governed, each nomes it was known as nomarch. So this is the political life of the Egyptian people, Egyptian under the Egyptian civilization. Next is their society, whatever we studied in under Indus Valley and also Mesopotamian, same way their society also divided into three: the upper class, middle class and lower class. Upper class belongs to, consisted of the royal family, rich landowners, high-ranking priests, government officers or officials, and also doctors. The highest positions occupying people in the society are under the upper class, and in the middle class consisted of merchants, manufacturers, craftspeople, and the lower clergy. There belongs to the middle class, and the lower class same as the peasants, otherwise known as farmers. At the bottom of the social hierarchy, it was the slaves. We already studied in the Mesopotamian civilization what is the who was the slaves. They were actually or mainly prisoners of war. Those who are means the prisoners after the war itself, the capturing people are become the prisoners. They are considered. They were actually considered as the slaves. So they were also belongs to the third category, lower class. Once again, remember the society divided into three classes: upper class, middle class and lower class. Okay. Next is their family life. Same whatever we studied in Mesopotamian, little much small difference only. Here the family life, actually we got different archaeological excavations, inscriptions and official documents. It was tells us about a great deal about the life and family of the Egyptians. They also followed, family was very important for them. They lacked specific words to identify blood relatives beyond the nuclear family, like as our kith and kins, like that way they used. For example, the word used for mother was also used for the grandmother. They used same words for identifying. And also it can be said that the nuclear family was the core of Egyptian society. Nuclear family system, not joint family. At the earlier time inside India, we know that it was joint family. Now also some rare cases we know that, but during that time itself in Egypt, they followed nuclear family system. The relationship between the husband, wife and children was generally cordial. Very close relationship was there. Children respected their parents, elder ones they respected, and it was the duty of the eldest son to take care of his parents in their old age. Now also we know that old age, and to ensure that they receive a proper burial after their death, after the death burial ceremony, and respecting them when the time of living period, and also after the death, they want to do some duties. They were strongly believed like that way. Children were enjoyed carefree and happy lives, and also the boys were sent to school and the girls stayed at home and helped their mothers. This point again we studied in the Mesopotamian civilization. No, the girls are stay back to their home, and also they learned homeworks or homely things from their mothers. They learned these kind of things, housekeepings like cooking, how to care their younger ones, like that way they learned from their mother here also. And also they some taught at home and read to write. Some of the girls still stayed at their home and how to read and write. They learned how to read and write. Women had respectable position in society. They had respectable position was there, and also they could serve on juries, testify in trials, inherit property, and even disinherit ungrateful children. Like that way in the society they were considered, the women were considered equal, as same as like as the men. Also some of the means in the in some inscriptions it is telling that the some women also were ascended the throne. That means they become rulers. They become the rulers of Egypt. Some of them, for example, it is given Queen Hatshepsut. She was crowned as the ruler, whereas Queen Nefertiti ruled with her husband Pharaoh Akhenaten. It's just for understanding only. Just remember Hatshepsut, one of the queen, he ruled there in Egypt. Another ruler Nefertiti, she was ruled along with her husband. And the ancient Egyptians indulged in various games and music they belonged, and also board games, jungling and bull games were the popular games. Entertainments were there. The wealthy members of society enjoyed hunting and boating in the river Nile. We already know that Egypt is known as the gift of Nile. So Nile means occupied a greatest role in the life of the Egyptian people. Next, it is their occupations. Means both civilizations already be completed. Everywhere agriculture was the most important occupation of the people. Here also agriculture was the main occupation of the people in Egypt. The river Nile fertilized the land annually, and the number of canals provided water for irrigation. Already we studied that what is irrigation, and made it possible to grow crops throughout the year. They can cultivate throughout the year because of the canal facilities were there. For irrigation facilities also it is there. And also their main crops, they cultivated the main crops like as wheat, barley, both one we already know. Along with that millets, different kinds of oil seeds. Vegetables were there, fruits such as apples, peaches, dates and figs were grown by the Egyptian people. The Egyptians domesticated animals. Along with agriculture, animals also domesticated like as goats, dogs and asses. The Hyksos brought the horse to Egypt, and it was used to draw war chariots. Horses actually they used to means war chariots. We know that moving the ruler and the commander-in-chief of the army, they used chariots. So it was pulling and pushing by the horses. They used horses for, especially they used the horses for this purpose. It's means giving some means their pictures and all showing like that way also. So remember that students, only 3 topics we completed: political life, society, under the society their family life, also one occupation, main occupation only we studied. Watch the video carefully and after that read the textbook. Okay, thank you.